Thanks, Greg. All right, and as you can see here, we have Paco Greenwell from Taco Soul Bistro to show us how to make Wisconsin beer brats. And now, Paco, what are we, Paco Greenwell, what do we have right here? What are we doing here?
Well, we are taking the brats out of our braising liquid and put them on the grill. So
gotcha,
I guess we should back up probably. And,
you sure? Yeah.
I was fortunate enough to live in Wisconsin for about 7 years, so
were you? Okay.
I got a chance to do some tailgating up there and learn how to really make beer brats. So, you know, really it all starts with the liquid. You want to start with about 3 onions or so. I like to use sweet onions. You can use whatever kind you want, and saute them really good. Again, this isn't health food.
Right. Good point.
I like saute them in bacon grease.
Oh. All right. Well, hey, this is the Super Bowl, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, come on, there you go.
Right. And then I, once they get nice and brown, add a bunch of garlic.
Okay.
About a 1/4 cup for my taste. Let that cook for a few minutes.
Get all that kind of infused in there.
Yeah, and you want to cook the garlic because you don't want raw garlic. It gets real bitter.
Yeah, a little rough there.
Yep. And then once you do that, I like to add some hot sauce to that.
Okay, all right. Give it a little
kick. Cook that
kick
for a couple minutes. Let those peppers and the seasonings and the hot sauce cook out. Then you just add your beer, your favorite beer, which our favorite beer is Budweiser.
Budweiser right here, and so anybody at home can do this as well. Just get your beer, and so you put all that kind of together, and then you add the beer in there.
Right. Okay. I use 5 beers. That way you have 1 left over for you to drink.
There you go. All right. Yeah.
So that's kind of my rule of thumb: 5 beers, one for the chef. So once you get that going, you want to bring it to a nice boil, and then turn it down low. And cover it and let it cook for about 30 minutes. That way all those flavors get a chance to come together, make a nice liquid. Once you've got that, throw the brats in, bring it back to a little boil. All right. And then just turn it off, or not turn it off, but turn it on low. Let them simmer.
Just let them simmer in there. Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
And what you're looking for, hopefully you can get a good shot of these. I mean, the casing's going to start popping. The meat's going to start coming out of the casing there on the ends. Once you've got that going, really, you can turn them down, turn them off, do whatever you want with them. Okay. And at that point, they are ready to go to the grill.
Wow, look at that. We heard them sizzling there, too.
What I've always liked to do with it, too, is once you get them to this point, I usually like to strain the liquid out. Okay. Keep the beer, separate the onions and the garlic and all that, because then if you're having friends over and you're in the backyard, you can cook all the brats on the grill, throw them back in the beer, and let them just sit in the beer.
Nice. Okay.
So that way when people are picking,
yeah,
that way if everyone's not ready to eat right away, they can just come up, grab one out of the beer.
Grab it out of there. Nice. Okay.
And then you reserve the onions, put on top.
Yeah, exactly, which we have right here. Yes. We got a perfect example. You kind of strain some of those out.
Yep.
All right.
Give these just a second.
And so we've got a couple ingredients right here on the table. We've got the onions that you talked about, the sweet onions that you like with the garlic and the beer and everything like that. We've got sauerkraut here, and we've got a
pico de gallo.
Pico de gallo, right here. Right. And some cheese to all kind of put it all together on the brat. So how easy would this be for someone at home, some of our viewers right now, to just get together for their Super Bowl party?
I think it's the reason I chose to do is I think it's one of the easiest things you can do. All right. A lot of people hear about beer brats and they think that the brats come in the store already cooked in beer, and they don't. Yeah. You know, just find a good quality brat. Like I said, it's so simple. It's onions, garlic. You know, you don't have to use hot sauce if that's not in your flavor. You know what your favorite flavors are. And let them boil in the beer for a while, and basically until they're done. And they will melt in your mouth. They get so tender. All right, gotcha. I brought these different toppings because I wanted to show some different ideas of how to present it. You know, it's very traditional Wisconsin-style beer brats. Obviously, you're going to pretty much use sauerkraut and mustard. Right. Maybe some ketchup. Yeah. And
again, you know from experience, right?
Yeah, I do. Unfortunately, I've had a few too many bratwursts. They're really, they're my favorite sausage.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I wanted to bring a couple different, thoughts. We can go very traditional here. Okay. Are you going to try one of those?
Oh, yeah, I'll definitely.
All right. You like the sauerkraut, you said?
Yes, I love the sauerkraut. Right. The whole family does.
All right.
All right.
A little more?
Yeah. Pile it on there. All right, perfect.
Onions?
Yeah, the onions. Little pico, perfect.
All right. I brought the pico because it wouldn't be Paco's if
you didn't
bring something, a little spice it up just a little bit.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much, Paco. We really appreciate your time here, and I can't wait to have this.
Awesome.
All right. Here's another look at that promo code.